So anyway, we're in Ezekiel 36, and I mentioned so going to have to review a little bit quickly because we're talking about eschatology, the doctrine of last things. Remember, we spent months in Daniel. So remember, Ezekiel and Daniel they're contemporaries. They both have been taken captive by Babylon. So I'm just reviewing for you to remind you. Daniel is taken captive probably in the very first wave of the captives in 605 BC. Ezekiel probably goes into captivity 9 years later, 596, 597. The final captivity and the utter destruction of Jerusalem happens in 586. So Ezekiel and Daniel are living, give or take, 100 miles apart. Daniel is living a little bit south of the modern-day city of Baghdad. That was where the capital, in fact, a lot of our military members, some of my very good friends, that deployed to Balad Air Base and places like that during we were in Iraq, actually went down. The ruins of Nebuchadnezzar City are there, south of Babylon. South of Baghdad, it's Babylon. So Ezekiel's living 40, 50 miles north of modern-day Baghdad, roughly 100 miles north of Babylon. But Ezekiel and Daniel would have known each other. They would have been in the court and around the court because those first two captivities were of the kids of the senior leaders of Israel. They were the kids. So these were all cousins that were interrelated. And the idea was, if I take the senior leaders' kids as captives, as hostages, you won't rebel against me because, I slit their throats. On top of that, Babylon wanted to change. If you remember the story of Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego,